This is Kokona, a support type with 40 base armor and a small hitbox. Her most defining feature is that she has one of the 2 sniper rifles in the game, making her the premium choice for holding long angles on the defense. As support, her kit focuses on keeping her teammates alive. Her active skill Healing Drone regenerates the selected teammate's HP and armor while regenerating nearby allies' health as well. The passive skill First Aid regenerates your own health outside of combat and allows you to rescue teammates with your hands free. And lastly, ultimate skill Reconstruction resurrects one of your fallen allies from the dead. That is the simplest outline of her kit and the bare minimum that you need to know to play Kokona. A simple read of her ability description literally tells you all of this. So let me get my hands dirty and tell you about some stats. Starting with her gun. As a sniper rifle, Quasar is capable of one-shotting foes with a precise headshot regardless of armor and range. The rifle's accuracy and power is what allows it to perform exceptionally at long range. However, its poor handling and slow speed makes it clunky and difficult to use in close quarters. Quasar has a base damage of 100 and a headshot multiplier of 2.5. Holding the ADS button will charge the next shot to deal an additional 60% damage. Combining these bonuses, a fully charged headshot will deal 400 damage. Enough to take down anyone with as many bonus temporary shields as you can think of. Thanks to these stats, Quasar can last through the entire game without the need to receive any upgrade. In fact, even in late game scenarios where the attacking team will have purchased every upgrade possible, Kokona with a low budget can still sweep the floor of her opponents as long as she's good enough. But now we're getting ahead of ourselves here. This is a molecules guide. There's no way any of us are good enough to land these shots. Which is why I can finally talk about the godsend that is the first 2 rounds of every game. At the beginning of every half, everyone is given just enough credits to only upgrade their weapon. And that means no armor. Oh, the amazing feeling of one-shotting with nothing but a fully charged body shot. This is truly how it feels to play sniper. Until you realize the whole enemy team is dead and now they've purchased armor. Such a short-lived moment. Have any of you watched that Team Fortress 2 SFM from like 2015 called Bad Sniper? Well, near the 6-minute mark of the film, one of the snipers gives the other a training lesson. The mentor puts a can on a trunk and tells his student to shoot it within 5 seconds. He takes his shot early, and he misses. To explain why I'm talking about this little film, let's think about it from the clip I showed earlier. You should be able to tell by watching the few shots after the first that I had plenty of time left to line up my aim before firing. If you couldn't tell that, here you can see just how much longer they decide to walk in my sightline before backing off to cover. You have this entire moment to slow down and steady your aim. Calm your senses. Then, if there's only one piece of advice you can take with you, it should be that you only need to take the shot that kills. No more, no less. It might sound corny, edgy even, but it's true. Keep a level head and pay attention to how much time you can give yourself between your shots. You'll really notice how much of a difference that can make. If your aim isn't up to scratch, that's not the only way you can help with your team. All of Kokona's abilities keep them in fighting condition. To get into the specifics, Healing Drone follows whoever you pick for 30 seconds. During this time, it'll continuously heal the target by 5 armor and 5 HP per second, as well as restoring nearby allies for 5 HP per second as well. In lower tier lobbies, it doesn't really matter who you give the Healing Drone to, as long as they end up restoring their lost shields or health. However, in higher ranks, drone priority is based on many factors, such as positioning on the map, agent selection, shield type, and more. This kind of decision comes down to experience, as it's something that you'll run into more as you play the game. So experiment, find out what works and what might not. Anyways, both of your awakenings will increase the effectiveness of this drone. You may choose between Guardian, which lets the drone absorb 50 damage, or Lifesaver, which spreads armor regen to your teammates. Consider you and your allies' playstyle and pick accordingly. Are all of your teammates playing aggressive? Try out Guardian. Teammates using heavy armor? Pick up Lifesaver. Don't forget that you can switch the awakening you will use for the round. You don't have to use the same one for the whole game. Speaking of which, your upgrades. You might notice that you won't take advantage of this one in particular. This upgrade restores 50 additional HP to whoever you rescue. It's incredibly helpful, don't get me wrong, but the chances of you actually getting to use this is low. If you end up not using this as much as you want to, or actually find yourself picking up your teammates constantly, you can refund this upgrade by clicking this button. If you haven't won a round since you purchased it, you can refund it for its full price. Otherwise, it will be refunded at half the original price. And lastly, your grenades. I'm kind of tired of talking about them in these videos, so I'll just show some on the screen for you to have a look at. Now that I think about it, I should probably make a video about these grenades on their own instead of putting them in these videos. I mean, oh, you're done reading? Well, there's no more big sections to go through, so lightning round? Weapon skins dramatically change the area the scope takes up while ADSing. I personally think that Atomic Punk and Rainbow Bridge are both the best. Despite claiming that Quasar is stealthy, the weapon is unsuppressed, shows up on enemy radar, and can be heard from the other side of the map. You can deal 256 damage with a fully charged headshot on a stringified foe without an upgrade. Sprint speed is worthless. I've never felt a difference using it, just upgrade stringified speed instead. Make sure to bind Switch Scope Magnification in the Combat Controls menu. This will let you zoom in and out and use a magnification for closer ranges. It takes 0.6 seconds to fully charge a shot, 0.4 if you've upgraded charging speed. Yo, that's it. Sorry for the long wait for this video. In all honesty, it was because I spent too long working on the intro. You see this green screen of the red Kokona running? Yeah, due to limitations with my software, I had to manually key it out and recolor it myself in like Paint before turning it into a GIF. Yeah, that easily took 6 hours of my day. Anyways, I really wanted to get this video out ASAP because of how long I already took. I didn't get to do a lot of edits and make graphics like I wanted to, but I'll save that for next time, if there's a next time. But let's be honest, that probably will be. That's about it. That's all I wanted to talk about. So, see ya.
Nah, I won't repeat myself. You know what I said.